Namaste. Welcome back to my review of the tarot cards of the year for 2023. This is a series that began on December 30th, 2022, when I did readings for each of the major arcana. And I've done this for the past few years, expanding on by drawing multiple cards from tarot and oracle, looking at major themes of your year for your year ahead based on your tarot card of the year. And I decided during the 7/7 portal that I would, just suddenly very warm here, that I would reflect on these readings because it just seemed like they were calling to me to go back and look a little more deeply. And this is a deeper reflection into the High Priestess card. And granted that 1 Magician, 2 High Priestess, 3 Empress, 4 Emperor will not be your tarot card of the year, but I decided to include these cards in this series because many of you work with these cards as your life path number, your birth card, and I think it's good to look at this as well too. So all 22 major arcana are included in this series, and everything is linked below. High Priestess. This is not an easy reading, and in a nutshell, I feel that this year, the focus of 2023 is one to return to your own healing journey. And I know if this is your life path number, if this is a card that you deeply connect with, you are likely involved in the healing arts in some way. You may very well be a High Priestess. You may be a spiritual counselor. There's lots of ways that one can connect with this archetype. And the overarching theme of the reading here this year is you may have to let your work with others take more of a back seat so that you can work on your own healing this year. And I hope that some of these messages resonate at a really deep level, because I know they did with me. And I'm going to begin in the bottom left corner where we have the 7 of Coins. This is the Margaret Peterson Tarot, and the Shaman of Birth. The Shaman of Birth. The 7 of Coins tells the story of time. Different stratums containing rock drawings, a skeleton whose flesh has returned to the soil. The lifespan of plants and people and animals and bacteria is ruled by different but interconnected intervals of time. Growth is possible because of decay. Decay is inevitable because of growth. And the secret of beauty, and when I say that word and when I read that word, I encourage you to perhaps replace it with grace, the divine. The secret of beauty is revealed in the inconceivable. The beauty of a flower opening already shows the aura of decay. Do not interfere. Commit yourself to the process of growth. And isn't it amazing? Over on the far left, we have a fierce desert flower. And it just sings so beautifully together. The Shaman of Birth also speaks to time and the process of growth and decay. What is it that you are at a place of evolving beyond, moving through. And I wonder if there is a fear of not being able to come back. This may be a year where you take your practices, your commitment to your, I'll call it your High Priestess journey. Those of you with a life path number 2, to a whole new level. I am the shaman of birth. I guide souls into being. I am present from the moment of conception to the moment when the newborn arrives in this world, and I help at the birth of many things, including ideas, beliefs, wisdom, and change, and I guard and show the way for all who seek this path of new beginnings. Trust in me as you contemplate your future, for I am midwife to the dreams of many. And when I look over to the far right, where we have the 6 of Cups and a fierce flower, inside the fierce flower is the emotional body that is always there, nourishing and inviting us to go deeper. That is so deeply connected to High Priestess energy, the element of water, the lunar messages, the lunar movements, the tides, the practices of connecting with the moon, whatever name you know her by. And all of this is probably come to a climax this month with, not only is this a chariot year, but this is chariot season, Cancer season, ruled by the moon, the High Priestess being the planet of the moon. So this month may feel overwhelming, but know that within you, you contain your nourishment, your connections to the waters, which carries all that you have inside you. There is a reason that you are not completely open. And I think carrying this High Priestess energy, there's a certain level of guarding and protection that is always with you. And there will be souls from time to time who pass through that veil, whom you allow inside. But there's something deep within that is processing at a new level. And this contemplation of time and birth and renewal, and perhaps a sense of fear of loss, fear that something will be lost if I continue to move forward. We have 10 of feathers here. Now, you know this energy. You know the energy of lying down and surrendering and letting go. That's your MO. But it's here to remind you that you can go one step further. One step further. A deep valley is pictured with emerald waters at the bottom. Here. And the starlit nighttime sky shines through the cascading waters. The crescent moon crowns the dip where the water comes flowing down from a fiery sky with the suggestion of mountains beyond. illuminating the watery nature of ever-changing phases of the moon combined with the fiery nature of the sun. This imagery creates a sense of balance and flow. The moon transforms from darkness to light. What is hot becomes cool. What is solid becomes fluid. What is dark becomes light. The sun also glides through the heavens, moving through a range of color, heat, and shifting perspectives, until it yields for the moon to make her appearance. They dance at the opposite ends of the universal stage. Their endless motion and their dance create balance. This is the way of nature and life. This is the way of time and death and birth. And you are at this place. You are at this place of death and birth. This tipping point where spirit this year is taking you to beyond, is taking you to another frequency. Now, I laugh at the mundane nature of the message in the Enchanted Map Oracle. And I wonder how it sits with you. We all know the metaphor of cleaning house. And again, this emphasizes the release, the letting go, the making space for spirit to enter in a new way. And sometimes this message may refer to people. Clients. Do you need to release a client? Or a friend who has been with you a long time and overly dependent on your energy. Your energy is ready to evolve, to move to another place, another time. And I'm going to draw another card for you just to take this right here into the present. I've been working with the Tarot of the Strange Branches for the additional messages, so very curious about how that will play out. There is a refinement of sorts in this particular card, and this is a card that has appeared in many readings. I don't believe I've read the description in the book at all, and for each of you I think this card is going to take on different energy. And if I think about it in terms of Golden Dawn associations, this is a Venus-Mars card for you that beautifully sort of marries what I was reading from Carla's words here in the Tulku Oracle. For me, all of the fours show a potential of sacred space. And in this card, I'm seeing a new dawn, a new sun rising, and the sacred container that you make for that. This is Venus in Aries, if you read these cards astrologically. And when I think about that association and how much energy that she must put into rising through the overwhelming fire of Mars. And yet she is strong enough. She is strong enough. And that's why this is a happy card. It's because Venus rises. Venus while she shouldn't thrive here, she does. And this has to do with a balancing of masculine and feminine energy. All right, so I want to shuffle. So if this is a year of releasing something that has perhaps supported us for a long time, let this card confirm the direction of that journey over the next few weeks and the remainder of this year to support us and empower us on this path. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay. This doesn't add new information. This simply reinforces the last few readings. This has just been absolutely uncanny. The card that has been drawn, yours is death. Yours is death. The High Priestess is walking through a complete shift. I feel like this will shift so many things. I feel like I've said this before in another reading. I see you changing wardrobe. There may even be a slight shift of your physical appearance looks different as you walk through this. And I also feel a shift in age. Like you look younger. You look younger. And you seem a little quieter. As you move into the next zodiacal sign of Leo, bring with you all of your lunar strength, and also embrace the fact that presently Venus is retrograde in Leo, and so this continued reflection may be deeply supported for you. And I pray that this reflection brings you support and comfort, and you may find a new way of viewing what it is that you are moving through. Okay? And I look forward to your comments below, because this is not easy work, and if you need support, please reach out. Okay? Thank you. Namaste.